guys, what's up? Welcome to AVF Replay, where we bring you This Week in Music. I'm your host, Chloe West, joined by my two lovely co-hosts.
Hello, it's Jason Eichler.
Hi, y'all, Whitney Lane.
And we're going to bring you This Week in Music, and we're starting off with The Voice, because we got to.
We can't start with anything else, right?
Yeah, no.
Never.
So what do you guys think about The Voice so far? I mean, we're in battles. You know, we get to see all the coaches' mentors. It's really exciting. I mean, Alicia Keys and Pharrell are possibly my favorite
I feel like
couple.
I'm at church when they're talking. I love the judges. However, this season, I don't think there's a star among the contestants.
I agree.
It's getting kind of boring. We need to like amp it up with these songs and stuff.
Well,
y'all.
and I feel like the past seasons we've had like Christina Grimmie or somebody that from the get-go you're super excited to watch,
Yeah.
and there's no one this season.
Yeah, Judith Hill is another one who comes to mind. And yeah, right now there's not someone who really sticks out. But the people that are sticking out to me, I'm like, oh my God, Gavin and Gwen could not
it's
be
all
any
about
cuter.
Mentors, I love them.
But Taylor Swift is coming next week, so hopefully the voice gets
Can't
turned
wait.
up.
And that is the song we were listening to on our intro is Taylor Swift's Welcome to New York. So we're just giddy to see her.
Tay for life, people.
So what's been going on in country?
Country music. Well, speaking of mentors on The Voice, Little Big Town's album Painkiller comes out on the 21st, which is basically today. And everybody's gonna get it, you guys, because it's amazing. This is their 6th studio album, okay?
Oh my God.
Which is crazy, right? They just had Tornado, which was huge. And their debut single off this album is Day Drinking, which everyone's loving.
So good.
But get this. So this is pretty cool because we are weeks away from the CMA Awards. And Little Big Town's actually going to be performing a duet with Ariana Grande.
Oh, wow.
What?
Right? So they're bringing in some different people. Miranda Lambert, another former mentor on The Voice, is going to be performing with Meghan Trainor.
Oh, I love. They're singing all about that bass, right?
What?
I'm sure they will.
That's
The
gonna be
CMA
so
Awards
good.
are like the Oscars for country music, you guys.
Seriously.
And it's going to be crazy. So, of course, we see here our beautiful co-hosts for the 7th year in a row, Brad and Carrie.
Is anyone excited to see Carrie's baby, though?
Oh my gosh, she's
Best
my
part
favorite.
about the CMA Awards.
You guys know to die. She's like the goddess of all the world.
She's going to have so many amazing outfit changes.
Her outfits are the
But
best
you
part of the
Now that
CMA
she's
Awards.
pregnant,
She's
my
commented
God.
on it though. She can't change as quickly as in the past. She's got that little baby to carry around, and she's a little tired. So we'll see kind of what happens. But Brad Paisley may have quite a few outfit changes. If you guys have heard, he actually has a new line coming out with Boot Barn. So he's bringing out some belts and some jewelry and some shirts. It's called, let me get this right, Moonshine Spirit by Brad Paisley.
I love it.
Hit stores and online December 1st, just in time for the holidays.
Brad Paisley on Rising Star this past season had the sickest belts.
Really?
Like I would interview him every week, and every week I'd be like, "Where did you get that belt?"
And guess what? Now you guys can get them too, which is so cool. Boot Barn, Brad Paisley, he's got it going on.
That's
Love
awesome.
it.
Right? So I got to talk a little bit about another cool duo in country music that I interviewed at Route 91 Harvest. Dan and Shay, and they are blowing up on tour with Blake Shelton. So I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of the interview where they talk about their very own tour mate, Blake.
Guest today.
Blake Shelton, what's it like being on tour with him?
It's crazy. 10 times crazier.
Oh, that was great.
Nailed that. No, it's been so awesome. We can learn a lot from him. He's honestly like the model artist. Like you can watch him. He's so humble, as big as he is.
He's a
he is
model.
also a model. I don't know if you've seen the pizza commercial, but
So amazing, Pizza Hut, I mean, right?
Exactly.
So what, I want to know some behind the scenes of this tour though. Like what's the crazy stuff y'all are doing behind the scenes?
Man, I sleep till like 3 o'clock. But Blake usually plays basketball. Usually I try to play basketball with him. Everyone plays basketball. He's wearing his like Russell athletic shorts with maybe some high top socks and his like shoes, whatever like
a
our
good
dads
look.
would wear. No, he looks cool though. Sometimes in
guys,
jersey. I saw him
can
wearing a
you
jersey today. We had
imagine
matching
hanging with
jerseys.
Blake?
That's pretty cool.
With some
What
high
about you?
top socks.
They're so hot.
Like,
I
I
just
can't
love
even
them.
imagine. Behind the scenes, Blake Shelton's getting down on the basketball court with
So
his
cool.
tour mates.
You know he's drunk too while that happens.
You know they are all having a dang blast. So you guys check out the full interview online.
Yeah, you guys can check it all out at AmericanVoiceFactor.com. Now it's time for Chloe's countdown.
Okay, we're ready.
First, I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk
Okay,
about
we're ready.
the 5 singles that you need to hear this week, all right? These are brand new songs that are coming out, and you got to hear them. All right, now I'm ready.
Okay.
And
And
1. Gwen Stefani is back, and her song is called Baby Don't Lie, and she gave us a little sneak peek of it on The Voice today, but it will be available with the video out and everything tomorrow. And 2. Little Big Towns, Quit Breaking Up With Me is so amazing, and it's off their new album, which is coming out on the 21st. 3. The Swan Brothers have a really amazing song, and it's called Pretty Beautiful, and surprisingly, Jason and I both like it. Shocker.
Shocking.
4. Bush, you know the lead singer Gavin Rossdale is Mr. Stefani. And their new single is called Man on the Run, and it hits stores this week as well. And 5. Welcome to New York.
Yay.
Miss Taylor Swift's brand new song off her new album, 1989. It's the 3rd song off the album that we get to hear, and it's amazing. And so, hey, T Swift, not only you have number 1, number 2, and number 5 on iTunes.
Like
Queen Taylor. And this
Queen
song
Tay.
is
For
literally
life.
my favorite song. And I've only heard it for like
and
10
these
hours.
photos are just the best ever. How many does
is
she have?
so
She's too
beautiful.
cute.
Oh my
Lots
God.
of Polaroids.
I
That's
want
what
her
1989 is all
I
about.
know it.
I just love Taylor Swift so much. I could talk about her for days.
Girls got it.
So those are the 5 singles you need to know and listen to this week. Just 5. You guys can totally handle 5. I know you can.
It's like $5
Yeah.
on iTunes.
Jason, what's going on in the big gay music scene?
Well, funny you ask, because I know last week on AVF, or 2 weeks ago actually, we talked about Demi Lovato's concert.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And I had the pleasure of winning tickets to the Vivo Fan Fest.
Get out.
So it was only the biggest fans that got selected to go to this.
They must be watching our show.
Only
They
makes
obviously
sense.
know that I am Demi Lovato's biggest fan, and she has had 5 videos be Vivo certified, which means 5 of her videos have had over 100 million views.
That's
What?
insane.
Which is like the equivalent of going platinum these days. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So she had Let It Go from Frozen. She had Heart Attack, Give Your Heart a Break, Skyscraper, and I believe Really Don't Care. And they were all really good. Her performance was insane. It was her and Iggy Azalea. And I'll say
cool.
that Iggy Azalea was nothing compared to Demi.
Wow.
And you can quote me on that. It was such a good performance. Also in big gay music this week, Alex and Sierra's debut album, It's About Us, is out. It premiered at number 8 on iTunes, which is the highest for any X Factor winner ever.
Whoa.
And the album is so good. They've got co-writes with John Legend, Harry Styles.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, so Taylor Swift has a song called Out of the Woods about Harry Styles. Harry Styles
Allegedly.
has this,
You know, she never tells us.
I know. Harry Styles has a song called I Love You about Taylor Swift that Alex and Sierra recorded. And they reference, like, in her song, she references the sun and waking up in the morning. They do this the same in this song. So it's a lot of the same references. But it's Harry admitting he was wrong in the song.
I love it.
So listen to that. But the entire album is good from start to finish. I actually got to interview them and go to their performance for Star Magazine. And I would just like to say this is like the 5th time I've interviewed them, and they have not changed since X Factor.
Which is amazing.
Sweetest people ever. We talked about their new album and about being a basic bitch. So this is my interview with Alex and Sierra.
Yes.
Favorite song on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All for you.
Really?
Yes, that is my favorite on the whole album. Yeah.
Yay! We're playing it tonight. so-
Yes, okay, I will be rocking out. I love like the piano. That's you on the piano at the end, right? That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun live. We get the band to do some solos, and she walks over to the piano and plays. It's really
Now
fun.
you ruined the surprise.
Oh,
He forgot about it already.
I didn't remember it.
Go on.
This will air tomorrow. It's fine.
Perfect.
Our pumpkin spice latte is basic.
Very basic.
Very basic.
Yeah,
hate
they're
'em.
pretty.
I drink them all the time.
I love them, but I think they're basic.
I don't like
Be basic together.
I don't like anything pumpkin flavored.
Basic is not always a bad thing, I feel like.
Basic is not always a bad
I like
thing.
that
Good.
girl.
Good, because I feel basic sometimes.
Don't we all?
You guys, they are so adorable. Like, most couples I think are so annoying, and I just want to hang out with them all the time.
They're pretty cute.
And they tweeted me a kissy face. So my life
So-
is complete.
It's made.
Love. Well,
So
let's
cute.
get into some serious music news because sometimes we get serious at AVF.
We have to.
Our friend of the show, Kesha, is
Kesha.
suing her longtime producer, Dr. Luke, for sexual harassment.
This is a scary
like,
story.
Yeah, it's really serious. And,
Well, and so what she's suing him for is to get, they have a record contract together and she's tied in with him. So she's suing to get out of it.
Which you definitely should be able to if something like this has occurred in the past. Like, that's not okay.
It's hard to watch because Dr. Luke has literally written some of the best songs of the last 10 years. Party in the USA, Since You've Been Gone.
Oh, yeah.
Any Katy Perry song, any Britney song, any NSYNC song. Like, he's on so many hits.
Right.
And so I think to think of him in this light is difficult.
Yeah, and he, in fact, is countersuing her for defamation for saying all these things about him. And it's just a real big mess. And it's just interesting. You know, it's one of those things that it's like you can't even tell who's right. How do you pick a side?
I do feel bad for Kesha, though, because she's an artist. She just went through a lot, so she needs to release music. That's how they deal with things. She did a whole album with the Flaming Lips that she was never allowed to release.
Wow.
Like, back before her last album. And it's funny, when I interviewed her on Rising Star this season, you weren't allowed to talk to her about music. She's
Which
not
is
allowed,
so odd because it's a music show.
She's not allowed to, and I'm assuming it's because of legal issues, but she wasn't allowed to talk about her albums.
This has got to be tough for both parties involved because to work together and be so successful together and to see this kind of tear people apart, whether, I don't know, it'll just be interesting to see how it pans out. But
all I know
hopefully,
is good for you, Kesha.
Yeah,
you go, girl.
you have to stand up for yourself when it comes down to that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Well, to end on a somber note,
I know.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Next week, Jason, what are you bringing us?
I'm bringing you an interview with Ryan Cabrera.
Ooh, bringing it back.
Via The Hills, The Ashley Simpson Show, The Pretty Wild. I saw him open
The Ryan
for Jessica
Cabrera Show.
Yeah,
Didn't
I
he have
forgot
his
about
own?
that.
That was great.
How could you forget that hair?
So get ready for that.
I love it.
And what about you, Whit?
Bringing you some good honky talk with Chip Eston from ABC's Nashville. Everybody loves Deacon because he is one sexy man. So I'll bring you that interview.
Yes. Ooh, I can't wait for next week. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Come back next week where we bring you This Week in Music in about 10 minutes. Thanks, guys. We're AVF Replay.
See y'all next time.
Bye.